What is going on, Team Diva, and welcome back, y'all. I'm so stoked and excited, and for whatever reason, I do know this is another episode of Cash or Pass. It's the first weekend in August, and I do them the first weekend of the month. Let's start this off by saying a huge congratulations to Juvia's Place, which they're now in Ulta, and that is major, coming from an indie brand to now being sold at Ulta.
Yes.
Now jumping on into things, I have my handy dandy notes down here, you all. Juvia's Place, along with this launch in Ulta, they do have a new Afrique, I believe I'm pronouncing the right, palette that's going to be sold for $32, so you might want to check that out. There's a couple of neutrals and a couple of bowls, more fall bowls per se versus bright bowls that's in that palette. But there's purple, this lavender steel from NYX, my inner corner. When I first saw the Norvina palette, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And the more I look at it, I'm like, no, no, no. It was so cool. It wasn't any transition shades in there. $42 for a 14 shadow, a 14 pan palette. Let me all know if you cash or pass on that. For me, that ultimately ended up being a pass. But what it did remind me of, it reminded me of the Morphe purple palette. It reminded me of the Kylie purple palette. And the BH Cosmetics Midnight Affair palette, which I had two of those. I have one, then I did one for my Christmas giveaway. But I will tell you what I'm here for. Ace Beauty. If you do not follow them on Instagram. They have 4 new palettes that they came out with, y'all, and take a look at those palettes. They have a purple palette that they have as well that I'm definitely going to get. In fact, I'm going to pay, they're $34.99 each, or they're $114 for all 4. And I'm thinking if I go ahead and get all 4, then that's enough to take me through fall, winter, back to spring and summer, because I'm gonna be honest, as a beauty vlogger, I don't buy every palette out there. They're just hard to reinvent. It's like you seen one blue, you seen one navy blue matte, you seen them all. You seen the turquoise shimmer, you seen it all. Feel me? But check out, y'all know I live for the indie brands, the black owned indie brands on this channel right here. And Color Rain Cosmetics out of Canada, that is a black owned brand. She's also now in Target. Big ups to her. She has a Vivid Brights palette that's coming out. That's going to retail for, I believe, $44. The only thing with this Vivid Brights palette, it's already like the 1st of August and they just started pre-sales for it. It's kind of like it missed the mark with the season. I'm thinking this should have been a more the end of May, June release to take us into the brights into the season. You know, makeup has no rules. Fashion has no rules. I get it. But to correlate with seasons, I'm like, I'm not understanding that one. But she do have some new liquid lipsticks out that I want, so I will indulge in that. The liquid lipsticks are going to be a pass for me. No, going to be a cash for me. The palette is going to be a pass. Speaking of black on indie brands, hunty, let me sip my tea. Beauty Bakery. Beauty Bakery has a new milk and honey highlighting palette that's coming out. The promo shots that I seen on it, you know, they're kind of on the lighter spectrum, but maybe they have some more shades that go deep. I'll keep y'all tuned in on that. If they do, that's going to be a pass. I love highlighting palettes. But I told y'all on the last Cash and Pass, that Huda Easy Bake palette, I told y'all something wasn't up with that. And if y'all are part of the beauty community, I know y'all see the controversy. I've also seen some beauty brands, some channels who said they don't care who the copied. Oh well. Here's the thing, she did. That whole campaign of Beauty Bakery, you did. These brand owners, you know, they're not going to feel like me or you feel just sitting up here doing makeup, giving an opinion. They put their hard-earned work into that. And for somebody to swagger jack them and they not acknowledge that they swagger jacked them and said I was inspired by. I think that would be the noble thing to do, and that's all that has to be done. Huda has yet to come out and say anything, and I think that's jacked up. Now, some of y'all brands, some of y'all people that's on her PR that's saying, oh, that's okay, that's okay. Even y'all women of color that's on her PR that's saying that's okay. That's not okay, and y'all know it's not okay. Stop doing anything to be a part of PR. Stand for something or fall for anything. That ain't cool. So you all, I thought I was doing my good beauty vlogger work and hooked up with one of my Canada girls who has a London Drug. London Drug has the NYX, the new matte foundation, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I thought that mine would have been here by now, but it has to do this and that, going through customs. So I guess my review, by the time my review will go up, everybody else's review will already be up, but I am here for it. $15 a bottle, 1 ounce each, 45 shades. Alyssa Ashley here on YouTube helped collaborate with them to come up with these shades, and I was one of these people thinking, okay, here we go, another 40 something, 30 something is the norm. But the more I dig into it, it's a pass, and it should be kind of like a pass for everybody that can wear a matte foundation, because at least they didn't give you 40 almond type shades. Is it a cool almond? Is it a golden almond? Is it, you know, so they're giving you, the shade ranges are expanded because they're going in depth by undertone, which is what we need. So that's a pass for me. No, I'm sorry, that's a cash. August 2nd, when that should be available at Ulta and on Next.com. But again, I thought I'd have mine sooner. Y'all, I'm just still stuck on this Huda controversy, because it really hurt my heart to hear, you know, some women of color vloggers and bloggers say that was okay. And she's an indie brand. That ain't cool. But on to this controversy again, the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation, which is 1 ounce, 35 shades, ranging at $42. Should be in Sephora by now, the 24th of July. And looking at the pictures, the controversy with that was like, all these middle of the ground shades. There were some dark ones in there which was pulling very orange, and some reviews I've seen so far, from what I heard, the formulation is great. The shade range could be a little better. And I've also read and done some research that the owner of Beauty Blender came out with the foundation because she said she said she is Latina. So she wanted to focus on those middle of the ground shades. So what that says in layman's term, black girls, they don't need to complain that it wasn't put here for you. Moving on. The Zodiac palette, ColourPop has that. I believe that's a collaboration with Kathleen Lights, the 12 pan shadow, ranging for $32. They also have lippies and lip glosses as well. Also, Wet n Wild has a Zodiac collection that's coming out. Now, what I've seen so far is I've seen 2 highlighters and 2 lippies, and I'm here to tell you I'm here for neither. Although I have that $1 off one Wet n Wild coupon all the time, it ain't speaking to me. So it's gonna be a pass for me. Okay. Now all these things that I name, I'm congratulating Juvia's and their new palette, the Zodiac palette for ColourPop and for Wet n Wild, the Norvina palette for Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Ace Beauty 4 palette collection, the Beauty Blender foundation, the Beauty Bakery new palette, the Coloring new palette, the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and the Huda controversy. Tell me what all you are cashing or passing on, and let's keep the conversation going. And how do you feel about, you know, this company being swagger jacked? And I will see y'all on the next video.
Me again.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
TLC on the remix.
Ooh.